What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Now let's talk about it. Pump your brakes. Don't get too excited. We see the cryptocurrency market running. We see our altcoins starting to pump. I'm reading the comments. They say, Coach, don't get too excited. Pump your brakes. Hold up. We ain't started yet. But we understand and we know that patience is very important. And we have been doing nothing but being patient. Yeah, we see the markets pumping, and it's exciting to see a little bit of green. So a little bit of green that we're seeing, we're going to take it in. We're going to accept it. You know, it's always good to celebrate your winners. We've been seeing so many down days. We've been seeing so many losers as far as the plays, the direction that they've been going in. So to see a little bit of a pump, small pump, we will take that. So cryptocurrency is hanging in there. Cryptocurrency is hanging there, and I've been talking about how Bitcoin has been holding tight. Bitcoin is the king, so if Bitcoin can hold tight, can hold strong, then that gives hopes to the coins that are under Bitcoin, all of the other altcoins, even Ethereum. So that right there gives us faith. But want to say, don't get too excited because we've seen so many days like this in 2025. We saw where we will have one day, maybe 2 days of pumps, and then after that, we'll see a retracement. We'll see the markets go back down to the dumps. So definitely want to be mindful of that. Don't want to get too excited, but at the same time, you really want to keep things into perspective as far as what ifs. This is not 2025. This is 2026. And what if? What if the markets will start to recover? What if there will be an altcoin season in 2026? Did we position ourselves well during the dips of 2025? Were we as patient as we needed to be in 2025, or did we tap out? Did we run away and give up? You always got to think about the what ifs. That's why I always say, you know what? I'm going to ride this doggone thing. We on the Titanic. If it go down, we going down. But what if? What if the boat stabilizes? What if we get help and get the holes fixed in the Titanic boat? Playing the violin. Mayday, mayday, we finally get help. What if we see these coins start to recover? So you take a look at Bitcoin, just below $91,000. Bitcoin dominance starting to slide just a little bit, 58.5% dominance. Most importantly, one of the blaring indicators out there is the fear and greed index. Fear and greed index right now is 38. That is very, very bullish compared to where we were. We've come a long way. When the fear and greed index, when was the last time we seen a fear and greed index of 38? Not 28, 38. Remember, just a few days ago, we were at 28. Then we saw 32. I said, y'all, let's pay attention to this fear and greed index. That means something. When the fear and greed index starts to tick down, that means something. When the fear and greed index starts to go up, that means something. So we went from 24 to 26 to 28 to 32. Now we're at 38. Last time we saw the fear and greed index at 38 was the end of October. Talking about months ago. So we've been down in the dumps for several months. We saw the fear and greed index get to the lowest I've ever seen, which was extreme fear. November 21st, 2025, month and a half ago. Fear and greed index got to 10. Everybody had to make a decision. Am I going to buy these low levels where they're at right now? Or am I going to tap out? I'm done with cryptocurrency. I can't stomach this volatility. I can't take this uncertainty that this market continues to put out. Seems like too much manipulation. I'm done. Tired of cryptocurrency. Should have never gotten into cryptocurrency. Probably should have bought some gold, some silver, is what a lot of folks were saying when the fear and greed index hit 10, extreme fear. Then some folks said, you know what? Extreme fear has always been the right time to buy. Let me open up my portfolio and dollar cost average it. I know it hurt. Never a good thing. It don't feel good to be buying the dips, to be buying the bottoms, but history have always shown that is the right thing and the right decision to make. During that time, we seen the Fear and Greed Index get to 10. Guess where Bitcoin was? This right here is gonna blow your mind. Bitcoin was $82,000, and the Fear and Greed Index was at 10. Talk about extreme fear. That just shows you how bad altcoins were getting blown out. Where's Bitcoin at right now? We were just at $87,000 a few days ago. $87,000, $82,000 is not a large difference. You're talking about $6,000. But look at the difference in the Fear and Greed indicator. Talk about extreme fear. Now we at 38, even though Bitcoin's at $90,000 right now. But look at the difference. That's why you have to be careful of emotions. You got to be careful of sentiments. Ethereum is holding strong right now. As Ethereum holds strong, altcoins will hold strong. Ethereum's well above 31 bucks. Remember, for a while, Ethereum was having a hard time touching $3,000, getting back to $3,000. Now the Ethereum dominance is 12.25%. Hopefully soon we'll see 12.5%, then 13% dominance for Ethereum. Altcoins took off today. We saw coins like Pepe Coin up 30%, coins like Bonk up 20%, Aerodrome up 25%. I mean, things were looking good today. The market is starting to look good. But don't get too excited. Don't get too comfortable, because we know just like that, things could turn around. That was our experience in 2025. We're no longer in 2025, folks. We're in 2026. What type of movements will 2026 deliver to us? January, another January, we got a chance to see some explosions like we saw in 2025 January, like we saw in 2024 January. Now we're in 2026. A new year could be a start of some new cycle that we've never seen before. Could be a reflection of the new shift. Nevertheless, we're in January. January seems to have always been bullish over the past couple of years, especially coming off of one of the worst quarter fours that we've seen in a while. What will January 2026 look like? Starting off decent, starting off well, we'll take it. We'll take the green day. Hopefully we'll see plural, see some green days. But as long as the strip of Bitcoin can stay strong, Bitcoin is up $2,000-$3,000, which is excellent. We always talked about how strong and powerful Bitcoin is. Any particular day, Bitcoin can be up $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $8,000 in one day. That is known. You take a look at Solana. Solana's $133. Excellent move. XRP is back above the $2 range. $2.02. That right there is positive. Positive reflection, positive sentiment in the market. Folks that have exited out of cryptocurrency in 2025 last year, guess what they're doing? Reading their timelines. They said, what? The market's pumping? If the market pumps for 2 or 3 more days, they're going to open up their portfolio. They're going to say, damn, maybe I should not have gotten out. They're going to have to make a decision. Do I FOMO back in? Because I got the fear of missing out. Is the market going to continue to run up? Is this the period to where we're going to see altcoins explode? Folks are going to have the fear of missing out. Retail investors will start to gravitate back into the market. We've always seen this. It happened before, it'll happen again. Altcoin ETFs are a real thing. I read one article today said Bitcoin ETFs, some of the crypto ETFs, have been some of the best performing ETFs that have ever launched. We've seen other ETFs launched. They say none of the ETFs have launched quite as explosive and powerful as some of these crypto especially the Bitcoin ETFs. And we're talking about something that is brand new. Not only is cryptocurrency and Bitcoin a fairly new asset, but the ETFs are brand new. We're talking about January 2024 for Bitcoin ETFs. And a few months ago, we just saw some of the crypto altcoin ETFs get approved and launched. We're talking about Litecoin ETF was launched. XRP ETF was launched. Solana, HBAR ETFs were launched. What do you think is going to happen once these things really start to catch traction? It's brand new. And they already are showing a little signs of success. Then there's other altcoins that still have filing applications, applying for ETFs. Talking about Uniswap, Aave, Sui, Zcash, amongst other hosts of altcoins that are applying, have applications already in place for ETFs. I mean, who knows what 2026 will look like? Who knows what 2027 will build up and deliver to us? Patience is very important. If we didn't learn anything else from the years of being into cryptocurrency, it's about being patient, not giving up, because cryptocurrency is so volatile. If you was able to stick around during the volatility of cryptocurrency when it went down, and you're not willing to stick around and watch the volatility go up, that's tough. But everybody is different. Everybody is their own CEO. So everybody's moving and navigating different. I understand that. But as far as me, I went through the downward part of the roller coaster. I want to enjoy the upward part. I want to see the markets recover. I want to see these altcoins explode. And whatever that looks like, I want to be there to see it. I want to have skin in the game to benefit from it. I took the downward benefit to the downside, which was not a benefit, but I took the hit to the downside. I want to enjoy the upside. I want to see these explosive movements. Coins like Bump going up 30% in one day. Pepe Coin, Aerodrome Finance, and the list will continue to go if we continue to have this sort of a rally. Coins like Sui was up today. I mean, a lot of your coins were up today. This was a nice movement that we're seeing, beginning of 2026. January starting off well. But like I say, don't want to get too comfortable, don't want to get too excited, but you have to recognize what is happening. Will this be like 2025 and we get a little sprinkle of excitement and then the flavor gets snatched from us? Who knows? Only time will tell. But the market will not and cannot continue to go down forever. Will January be down? Who knows? Will February be down? But we do know what has happened the past 3 months. October, November, December, we've seen a decline in markets. Would it be 4 months of decline? I believe that 2026 is going to give us a surprise. Believe we're going to be shocked. We were surprised and shocked in 2025. We took it on the chin. The 2026 surprise. Will you have skin in the game? Will you be involved, or will you be on the sideline watching? Rather the market go up and down, will you be involved? Hey, it's a lot of excitement out there for me. I'm excited to see the direction that the market can go. With all the news out there about cryptocurrency, the fact that the market sentiment was so low and still is very low. If we can see a spike up in the market, can you imagine the rush from the retail investors running and flooding back into cryptocurrency? You're going to have a rush from the retail investors who left. Then you're going to have the rush of the retail investors who never came in 2025. Still didn't get in from 2024. Will they be flooding into the markets in 2026? Will we finally see the Coinbase apps get downloaded and be number 2, number 3 downloaded apps on the App Store? things like that we witnessed previous cycles, previous years when we saw the markets pump. So it's a lot of excitement in store ahead of us, if you ask me. Um, I'm patient, been patient. Like you say, I don't need the money tomorrow. I don't need the money next year. But do I want to make some money? You doggone right. When I make some money, when I make some profits, am I going to be sitting on it? I'm going to be taking profits. You're like, Coach, you out already? Like, man, fool me once. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So making money is necessary. That's what we're going to be doing. Let me go ahead and get this out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. So we're just starting off 2026. January starting off decent. We're just going to be patient, continue to ride the wave, um, whatever wave comes. Whether it's a wipeout splash, whether it's a riding the wave up, whatever it is, I'm going to be right here for it. Waiting, continue to watch the markets, continue to pay attention to the correlations of altcoins, paying attention to the various indicators, getting things lined up and prepared for either way. If the market continue to go up, what is my plan for that? If the market